Hello, hello. This is Saxon video lesson number 96, and today we'll be looking at the concept of fraction, decimal, percent equivalence. And so let's take a look at the first word here, fraction. So let's take the fraction 1/2. This is one that everybody knows, but this is really good for teaching us how to do this because we already know what it is. So it's 1/2, which is 1/2. But what we want to do is write this as a decimal. Now there is a method to change this 1/2 into a decimal, and that's by using division. So what we want to do is set up a long division problem, and we want it to be like this. The number 1 will go on the inside, right here, and the number 2 will go on the outside. So we'll say inside, outside. So the number 2 is on the outside, and the number 1 goes on the inside. So it's kind of like inside over outside to help you remember it. So then we just do our long division. 2 doesn't go into 1, but what it does do is you should put a decimal next to the whole number 1 and then add a 0. And so we go ahead and do the division. So 2 doesn't go into 1. 2 goes into 10 5 times. Subtract. We get 0. Now what happens here is that the decimal becomes 0.5. But we know that 0.5 is the same as 0.50. Now, when you take a percent, you now want to change this 0.50 to a percent. And to do that, we can move the decimals over 2 places. So let's take 0.50, and then to change it to a percent, it's like multiplying by 100. So we move it over 2 places, 1, 2. And then that gives us 50%. And so now you have an example to work with on how to change a fraction into a decimal, and then from a decimal into a percent.